Hey guys, it's your boy Shane. I really wanted to come on tonight and make, a video about something fun, right? Something about magic or divination or advice for seekers. I had a couple of good ideas this week that I was kind of bouncing around, and I really wanted to make a video because I'm trying to get in the habit of posting them somewhat consistently, like once a week, midweek, dropping a video, just so you guys kind of know what to expect as subscribers. And I really wanted to come home from work today and make some good content for you. And I find that with everything going on in the world right now, I couldn't be less in the mood to do that. I got into a conversation with a good friend the other night, and he ended up breaking down because of everything going on right now. It's just so exhausting, for some of our friends, some of our loved ones, to hear about, another person of color murdered, brutally and unnecessarily and unjustly. And, we were talking the other night, and he said to me, "What good is being a witch? What good is being a witch or being a santero or, making ifa or whatever? What good is any of it? What good is it to have access to that power and to that magic and to have a direct line to Godhead?" Because that's what we believe, right? We believe that we have a straightforward link, a connection to divinity without the need for an intermediary. We have that. And what good is it? We can't keep our brothers and sisters from being murdered. We can't keep people of color from being killed. We can't keep trans people from being killed. What good is being a witch? We can't cure coronavirus. We can't stop people from dying. What good? What good is it? And I don't have any easy answers for that. I don't have any answers. Difficult, easy, or anything in between. And that hurts. That really fucking hurts. And not that this is about me in this moment, but, I know a lot of us are probably feeling similarly right now, just kind of feeling depressed or angry or impotent, not being able to do anything at the scale that we would like to. And there was another conversation I was having. I actually had a really great conversation with my coven a few weeks ago where, in regards to COVID-19, right? I was like, let's have a Zoom call and let's all get together and have a conversation about, the limitations on magic. What are the limitations on magic? And is it wise, to do large-scale magic for something like the pandemic? Or, is it even ethical? Is it possible? At what point does that just become the stuff of fairy tales and that become wishful thinking? Where is that line? And, is it a straight line? Is there a hard and fast line? Or does it kind of, look like this? Why do we think that we can, with magic and with energy, make our resume stand out and look more attractive or be more noticeable to a recruiter? Or we think that, we can make ourselves more attractive to the opposite sex or the same sex or what have you, or to draw a romantic partner to us, or to, draw prosperity to us, or protect ourselves from, danger or whatever. We believe that we can do these things, but we don't believe we can do these things. So where is the limit? And I wanted to talk about Operation Cone of Power and, just all that sort of stuff. So, like, is it worthwhile to do large-scale magical workings? And if so, what would you need? And is it just a question of size and scope, right? Is it, the more witches you get and the more covens you get kind of working together, doing all their stuff on the same night, or doing the same spell or the same ritual? Is that the key? Or do we have to accept that that is a limitation on magic, hard and fast, and our efforts are better spent, doing small stuff, like small scale protection for ourselves and our families and our friends and loved ones, or, something more achievable, right, for lack of a better word. And it was a good conversation, and in the way that really good conversations go, the point wasn't to arrive at a conclusion. It wasn't arrive at an answer, but just to kind of talk about it and really think about it. Because there's so much that I think we just kind of accept. I think there's so much that we just swallow about magic, and we don't think critically about it. And we can't afford to not think critically in 2020. Not when you can't turn on the TV, you can't put on Facebook, you can't, open up your phone or open up a newspaper, without seeing another person of color murdered in cold blood, another 1,000 deaths due to COVID-19 or whatever. And it's just, I've just been, meditating on the last day or so about what good is it? What good is it to be a witch? If you can't take care of things like this. I know plenty of people who like to keep politics out of their witchcraft. And to each their own, but I don't get that. I don't understand that at all. To me, it's not the reason I'm in the craft, but witchcraft is inherently political. Witchcraft is inherently radical. And to declare yourself as a witch is to declare yourself as other. And to say, that you live on the fringes and that you're not really a part of mainstream society. And, it flies in the face of the established order, and it just cuts against the grain of all of that white privilege, patriarchal, heteronormative system of oppression. Witchcraft is about reclaiming that personal, rebellious, sexual, powerful, radical, dangerous power, and taking that back and saying, standing up at some point, wherever your breaking point is, and saying, no more, no fucking more. Witchcraft can't not be political to me. And that doesn't mean that I will use my witchcraft towards political ends, but I might. And so that's what I've been thinking about these past 24, 48 hours, is what that looks like, right? Because again, going back to scale, going back to scope, I cannot cast a spell, me, myself, to stop every person of color from fucking getting killed in this country. I can't. And my coven, there's 8 of us. We can't. And we know, 10 or 12 other covens on kind of a intimate and personal, close basis. And we all can't, 100 of us. So like, where is that limit? Where is that ceiling? And if we can't do that, then what can we do, right? Because I'm a firm believer in, I cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world does need all the good that I can do. So what can I do? What's within my realm of possibility? If I hear that a protest is taking place, can I, cast a protective bubble over the protesters? Can I, do magic so that the petitions and the phone calls and writing our representatives, make it to their desks and make it to their ears. I don't know. I just feel like I'm fucking grasping at straws here, and I don't know, but I need to do some thinking about what that looks like, because I feel called to do something. Because what's going on is not okay. It's not okay. And, I usually don't make videos like this. I usually don't post content like this because I really keep my social media kind of light and frivolous and fun. That's by design. I really feel there's enough strong and drang in the world, right? And I go to Facebook and YouTube and the internet and Twitter to kind of, that's my escapism. So, I know people use their social media platforms towards political ends or to bring, awareness to certain causes. And that's cool. I'm not saying my approach is better or more valuable than theirs, right? Both of those approaches are equally valid. For me, I come to the internet most of the time to get away from that sort of stuff, right? Because again, it's exhausting, it's overbearing, it's around us all the time. So when I come to the internet, it's to watch makeup tutorials and to, see people flip through their book of shadows or watch them, do tarot readings. And that's the kind of content that I like to create, so that when people need a fucking break from this horror show, they can just watch a silly video of me and my roommate giggling for 20 minutes over the moon phases and our own inside jokes and our dance moves and whatever. And that's just my way of coping. And I really wanted to do that again tonight. I really wanted to serve that function tonight, and I just couldn't, because like enough is enough already. And I don't know where that leaves me. I'd really fucking love to end this on a positive note. But again, I'm just grasping, I'm grasping at thin air, and I certainly 200% do not attempt to speak for any people of color. They don't need me to speak for them. If anything, it's on me to figure out how to amplify their voices, not talk over them right now. So like I said, I have some meditating and some soul searching and some thinking and researching to do in the coming days about, how to best support that and how to best accomplish that. And I would love to keep the conversation going in the comments. If you guys have any ideas, if you have any thoughts about anything, like I said, the limitations of magic, especially in today's world, which is a giant raging dumpster fire, right? And about, how we're protecting the people who are trying to raise their voices and speak out and to stop these things from occurring, and how we are equipped to support that mission, with our witchcraft and with our magic, or with paper and pen, or with our telephones, or whatever. I'm open to ideas. I just feel like sometimes all I know how to do is send emails and write checks, and and that's cool, right? Like, because causes need money and signatures, but I have another skill set, right? Like, I've been in the craft a long time, and I have this skill set, and like I said, I believe that witchcraft is for, it's to champion the oppressed. It's not a tool of the privileged, it's a tool of the disenfranchised and the the minority and the marginal. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So I'm gonna go think about that, and I hope you're all staying safe as you can, and as sane and as well as you can in these uncertain and troubling times. Boy, is that a phrase I'm getting sick of hearing in every news article, commercial, Toyota ad, and everything else, but it's true. Can't run from the truth in 2020. I love you all. Spread positivity or something. I'm struggling, guys. Be well and take care of yourselves and each other.